Hi, I'm your host, Lori Sweet from VoyageWriters.com. Welcome to Rotarian in Focus. Usually I travel the world, meeting people and experiencing what the world has to offer, and then I share those experiences with others. Rotarian in Focus is a voyage through the lives of new members of the Kingston Rotary Club so that we can get to know them better. Today, I am really pleased to introduce Lisa Cassidy. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me, Lori.
Oh, so glad you could join us. Would what is your classification category? I guess is a good start.
I am bereavement services.
Bereavement services. So I guess that leads me into, would you like to share what it is you do and in the community?
Sure. So I am the Office and Program Administrator for Bereaved Families of Ontario, Kingston region. And combined with that, I also work part-time with Hospice Kingston, who also provide bereavement services, as well as other services in the area. So BFO supports people who are grieving through peer support.
Wow, very nice. And is this a national organization with chapters in different cities?
It's a provincial one. So there are 11 affiliates across the province of Ontario.
Okay. Now, how did you become involved with this type of organization?
Kind of by chance.
Oh.
I previously was a supply teacher with the Limestone District School Board and also took on several other part-time jobs. And last fall, I was starting to think about what my next step was because it didn't seem like any of those were going to be the long-term answer for me, and realized that the only thing I was very clear on was I knew I wanted to help people. And so I started looking online to see what sort of career I could have that would be helping people. And as luck would have it, when I was doing my Google search, this position popped up and I was looking at it going, oh, I actually have those skills. I have those. I don't have the history, but I have those skills and the interest in doing that.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of fell into it.
Nice. And how long have you been with Bereaved Families of Ontario?
I started last December. So
coming up on a year. Wow. Now, were you able to work sort of virtually for most of this? And are you still doing that?
Yeah, I had to. So our services have been virtual since the pandemic hit, basically. But when I was hired, I started off coming into the office and then we very quickly were put into another lockdown. So I was working from home and I have 3 young kids. So every time school was out, I needed to be home. It's been back and forth. I get into the office for a few weeks and then I'm back home for a few weeks, it seems. Hoping this time to stay in the office.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Now, you just mentioned 3 children. Did you want to tell us something about you personally?
Sure. So I met my husband at Queen's. He's a local Amherst boy. And we both did the concurrent education program here at Queen's, and neither of us are now teaching. But we went and taught in Columbia for a couple of years and then came back to Kingston, both supply taught for a number of years and started our family. So we have a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 5-year-old.
Oh, a very busy family.
Yes.
Very busy family.
I fell in love with the city. I came to Queen's in high school for the E=MC² mini enrichment course and decided then and there that I was going to Queen's for university.
Oh, nice.
And it just felt like home right from that first visit.
Nice. Well, I have an affinity for Queen's because I also graduated from there, as have many of our fellow Rotarians.
Yes. I've noticed that theme.
You've noticed that theme running through. Education's also another one. A lot of retired teachers, me being one of them. So there we go. What interested you in becoming a Rotarian?
So Elspeth was actually my sponsor and was the one who first told me about it. She said, this could be useful for you for work, but also just see if it fits with you personally.
Mhm.
And so I looked and it just spoke to me. I didn't know, I'd always heard about Rotary, but didn't actually know what that meant. And I've always been big on volunteering and being involved in the community. And this just seemed like a great way to be able to get more involved and a wider reach.
Yeah. Now, I haven't met you in person, I don't think. I mean, we've been doing sort of all of these virtual ones, so I'm looking forward to actually connecting with you, and I know you are with many others. So anything else before we end up that you would like us to know about you?
About me.
Or about what you do or the community? I mean, there's so much.
Oh, that's so open-ended. I think that just I'm really enjoying being a Rotarian, getting involved, getting to know more about what Rotary does and the role it plays in the community. And I'm excited to see where it can take me.
Excellent, excellent. We are too. Thank you, Lisa. Really, really appreciate your time. What we'll do now is we will change over to some questions. So thank you very much. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Lori.